All right, we got today's mail call. Now, this is more of an accessory than it is anything good. So let's pop it open here, take a look. So these things are pretty cool. I bought one, but it was too small, so I had to buy another one, next size up. So just to kind of see. And all right, now pop it open. And let's see here. There we go. All right, let's see here. It's very well packaged. And I mean extremely well packaged. Try not to scratch anything. Okay. Close that. Put that over there. All right, put this over there too. All right, now. It does come with Gundam stickers because that's what it's made for. It's made for Gundams. So let's pop it open here. This is a trend I saw going on in Japan. I don't know how much of a trend, how big of a trend it is. I don't really know much about it. But I've seen some kids buy these cases and put their Gundams in them. And I thought they were pretty cool. And yep, Gundam fits in there perfectly. Yeah, that fits in there perfectly. And then then you can just kind of close it up and carry a Gundam around with you. This is very nice and hard. But I bought this for a reason, and well, I left the reason in the other room. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Or say hello to the cats. Yeah, sorry about that. I thought I was prepared. I guess I wasn't. But I bought them to put the Joes in. So I was hoping they would fit because, I mean, this is pretty cool too. You know, you can put your favorite Gundam in, and they come with little carabiners here that you can put them on your book bag or your luggage. I've seen some people in Japan do that, and they carry their Gundams around. But I bought it for Joes, which, I mean, I can use it for Gundams too, but I mostly got it for Joes. Let's take off his flippers. Let's see here, and then yeah, he fits in. Let's see how well they fit in there. Yeah, he fits in there pretty good. A little, yeah, you have to kind of smash him in there, but it works. And yes, see, he fits in there really well. I mean, very, very hard plastic. Don't feel like it's going to pop and break. And the reason why I got this is because this exact figure I want to take to the beach this summer, and I want to get some pictures of it on the beach. However, I don't want to put him in a sandwich bag or something like that. I want to put him in like something like this, hard plastic. I couldn't tell you if it's waterproof. I'm going to say no, but that's okay. The figure itself is waterproof, so if it gets a little wet, it's fine. I don't really care, but I bought it for this reason, to keep them safe, keep them together. And then now I got these from AliExpress or AliExpress. I forget how you say that. I think it's AliExpress. Anyway, I got these, and there's 3 different sizes. There's small, medium, large. Well, I bought the medium a few weeks ago. It came in, and it's just not big enough for 6-inch Joes. However, mainframe can fit in there. Mainframe does fit in that. But if you want something to like take your Joes out, like I'm going to use Colonel O'Neill here just because he's the one closest. You can put your figure in there, sandwich them in, and his accessories can wobble around. Nothing's going to fall out. It's nice and padded all the way around, so you can you don't have to worry about your figure getting banged up too bad. But yeah, this is something I've been wanting to. I've been wanting to get one of these for a while. I've seen some people post on like Gundam forums and websites and stuff doing this. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with a sticker. I'm really not. Like, I mean, you can't really put it all the way around on the bottom here or around the side, because then it, like, I mean, you can do a little strip on the bottom, I guess, or a little strip on the side, or maybe a little bit on the top. I don't really know what you're supposed to do with this. Maybe something like that. But then you're like losing that, or you can even put it on the back side here. I'm not really certain what you're supposed to do with this. I'm really not. Or maybe you're supposed to put it through here. I just thought about that. Maybe you're supposed to put it through here, and that becomes like a holster. That becomes like a holder. And then you can like, because it does come apart. The sticker part is up here somewhere. You know what? I'm willing to bet money that's what it is. You stick these together, and you can make like a necklace out of it. It's pretty solid. I'm willing to bet money because that's perfect. That's perfectly on there. Or let's see here. Let's see. Maybe even like this. Go through both sides. Dang it. It doesn't want to fit on the bottom part as good as it does through the top. So maybe it doesn't go through there. But I was just thinking maybe like a handle like that. I didn't think about that before. But yeah, my guess is that you can make like a handle like this, because it's pretty tough. It don't feel like it's going to rip. I mean, it feels like a sticker. It is definitely a sticker, but it doesn't feel like you're going to rip it. And somewhere is the piece where you take the part of it off. There's like really no instructions with what you're supposed to do with it, so I don't really know. I really don't know what you're supposed to do with it. But I'm willing to bet money that's what you do, is that you like make like a thing for it. But anyway, I'm focusing too much on this, trying to figure out how to work it. If anybody knows how to work this, if I, just let me know. By all means, let me know. I have no clue. By all means, let me know how you're supposed to work this thing. But anyway, this is what I bought it for. And it keeps your Joes all together and keeps them well protected. Everything's in there. You don't have to worry about dropping any parts. Like I said, when I'm going to the beach, I don't have to worry about anything falling out. If I drop them, it's fine. I don't have to worry about anything breaking. And my parents have a creek that runs through their backyard. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, they have a creek that runs through the bottom of their property backyard, and I like to go down to the creek and take pictures, but The last time I took something through there, it was this Swamp Smasher. I think it's Swamp Smasher, Swamp Copter, or whatever that thing you want to call it. The Dreadnought helicopter, the boat / helicopter, and I dropped it because I'm terrified of bees, and so a bee got after me and I dropped it, and I had the Collectors Club Zorana sitting in the cockpit, or sitting on the, yeah, I just call it cockpit, whatever. And I wound up losing her knife out of her holster, and I sat out there for like an hour trying to find it, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I wound up just buying another Zorana just so I can get the knife, and then I wound up reselling that. Made most of my money back, luckily, but I was just like, yep, not going to do that again. So I was like, yeah, not going to do that again. So I wanted something that I can put my stuff in, and then I can take it, I can go take them places and not have to worry about everything breaking or falling out. And I can do that with Gundams too. I can, like, if I ever want to show off a Gundam to a friend of mine, I could be like, just throw it in here and take it with me, and I won't have to worry about parts flying everywhere. But this looks pretty good. And they actually have on the picture is actually the RX-78 Gundam that's inside here. But anyway, I'm pretty glad I got these. Again, it's AliExpress, and if you get it, I recommend, if you want it for the 6 inches, get a large. They do have a smaller version, which is probably can fit this size figure. So, like, I mean, this is how big it is compared to a 6-inch figure. it's just. So, let's see if I can't zoom out, because it looks like it would work, but it just doesn't. Let's see, we're gonna put it right there. Yeah, it's just the 6-inch figures are just a hair bit taller. Like I said, in the medium, and the mainframe did fit in here. He fit in. He was a little tight squeeze, but he fit. I was able to close up everything. So if you want one for like maybe your 3 3/4 collection, like to do that, take them out and take pictures of them, and then you can not have to worry about losing the pieces and stuff. Maybe go with a small one. Maybe go with the small. And I forgot what I was going to say. It's been a long day. I'm tired. I went to another store to help out, and they actually close an hour later than what my store does. So, and I had to be there at the same time that I get my regular store. So it's just it was just a really long day. Not really bad, just long. And I've actually worked in that store a few times, so I had some people that I really liked that worked there. Got to see them, hang out with them again. Hadn't really seen them or hung out with them in quite a while, so that was pretty cool. But anyway, like I said, if you want to get a small one, I think the smaller one would be better for this scale of figure. And but it's pretty nice. It's like real spongy, so I don't worry about breaking anything. And they click very nicely. You do have to kind of push them down a little bit inside the sponge, but once you do, you don't feel like you're going to break it. So it looks really good. I like it. I'm very glad I got it, because it's going to be, like I said, I can't wait to go to the beach and get some good pictures with Mr. S at the beach, and take the Joes out there, get some pictures of the Joes out. Get some pictures of the Joes out there in the water, or on the beach anyway. Get a picture of the. And I may buy another one to take Torpedo with me, but so far it's just going to be just wetsuit. And he looks pretty good. It looks pretty good in here. You probably could take everything off, but I mean, I'm squeezing him in here, and he's fitting just fine. So I don't feel like it's going to break anything. I don't feel like it's going to break at all. Nice and solid. But anyway, this was today's haul. Everybody take care. Have a good day. And oh, yeah, recommend G.I. Jetman, 3-star draw, Hyperdelic, It's Chad, Pixel Dan, 3POA, Phantom Power, What's on Joe Mind, Wreck Ship 85, Triple D's Dungeon, Podcast from the Pit, Punk with Toys, One In Toys, Ronnie Trickshot, always, Circular Jerks, QE Custom, and Frostbite's G.I. Joe Repro. And if anybody else wants me to recommend their channel, that even if nothing personal, if I forget you, give me some stickers so I can read and remember. Everybody have a good day. Take care.